But then when you think about all that you did, and I'm thinking this is getting up to the 2000s and the industry is changing, music is changing, hip hop is coming in and taking over R&B. What's happening to you as a producer in during those shifts? Are you still getting production, say, to 2010 and beyond, or what was going on?
Well, I think during those years, as budget started to demise, I think they even to the point where it's non-existent now. You know how we used to make a pretty penny or a decent living was they would give advances like publishing deals for production songs.
Mm.
You know, and depending on how popular, how much success you had, you can get anywhere from 30 to $100,000 and just an advance for what they thought
Wow.
the record would do. And so when those years, 2010 and 11 and all that started coming around, they not handing out money like that anymore because there's no certainty because they hand out all this money and, you know, the album is not being, and, you know, when they say, you know, I guess history just is going to repeat itself until people pay attention. I've listened to countless songs with all the artists that I grew up to, and everybody says, yeah, you know, they're on the TV and they're flying from here and there, but where's the money? We saw what happened to New Edition in their movie, you know, where it is these guys are this success, and then the guy comes in and tells them they didn't make any money, you know, and you're like, how could that be? So, and it's the business, you know. We laughed
Yeah.
about it in the Five Heartbeats with Big Red Records, my office hours, you know. But as comedic as that may be,
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you learn through the hard way as a producer, not to talk of what an artist goes through, because they have no idea that some of the advances are paid for. You know, that the label are taking them to dinner and buying them getting them a car out of their own budget and the videos, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, we're paying for this. Yeah. But then, and I think what was happening also for labels, because we're merging, as I said, hip hop was becoming more popular, but streaming, um, so people weren't buying CDs. So all of a sudden their revenue dropped. So they would now take they was like, well, if the trend is for country was going big, hip hop and pop, R&B suffered the most. They didn't invest in hip hop and R&B as they used to. Hence, most of you guys then, unless I think Timbaland and the Neptunes were
yeah,
still able to.
we bit the bullet first, and then they jumped on the hip hop community. But Stoop said something. They had him sitting on that panel or whatever. I think he's a part of that. They gave Larry Jackson. It was funny because I remember Larry Jackson being at the meetings that we took at J Records. You know, he's just a cool black dude. You know, off to the side. You know, and now here it is. He's like one of the largest execs with the biggest bank or this some deal he got.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he got over $1 billion to form his own digital distribution. Yeah, so he now Usher and Snoop and
right. Well,
Killer Mike.
the $1 million question that Snoop posed on that stage, and he says, "How can somebody tell me how come uh, uh, billion streams don't equate to $1 million?" So that's the front part of it. The back part of it is where were the meetings or the input or who decided what that scale was going to be? Who decided? Obviously, nobody that understood what it would mean financially to us. Now, the advertising money hadn't changed.
Mm.
Advertising money is advertising money. You're going to pay for a commercial spot, whether it's on the radio or the matter of fact, it's going up like everything else.
Yeah.
So why has the royalty rate, even though and that's another thing, the fact that this is a new format, and so And most contracts, because of what happened, from my understanding, when the CD thing hit and when CDs came out, any contracts that had been created before CDs wasn't applicable to the CD. So they had to like figure out how to equate that scale of what was created for vinyl tapes to CDs. And somebody had to decide upon that, which means there was a whole another wealth burst from Earth, Wind and Fire and Stevie and everybody else who had only had music on vinyl. Well, they learned a viable lesson from that. Now every contract moving forward would include any new creative format of distribution. Who knew? Who knew? This streaming is bigger than selling CDs. But when you look at how they dumbed down the royalty rate, but who decided what that would be?
But the thing is that the streaming billion streams or whatnot, it doesn't seem to affect the income of The Weeknd, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, because they may still be doing 1 billion streams, but they are multimillionaires. So some artists are making more money with the system than the majority of other artists. Maybe black art.
But then I ask you, where is that coming from? Because first of all, you got endorsement and sponsorship deals galore that once you gain a sense of popularity, okay, so Ralph Lauren Poland, Ralph Lauren Polo is going to pay me X amount of dollars. That's more money than what I'm making doing music. All I gotta do is wear this shirt every time I do an interview with you. Now I'm making more money, than I am making music. You don't know that it's coming from this. You think it's because that's what I'm leading with. But the endorsement deals in the background, being the face of, being able to use your name, image, and likeness. So I would say with The Weeknd and I don't know what kind of sponsorship deals and what kind of branding deals they have. Or even every time something gets good to us, like look at the money they made off of Sean John and Rockaware, and people would do their own merchandising. 360 deals came and wiped that out. If we create your brand, we're going to share in all the revenue, even when it comes to tours. Most artists back in the day used to make their money. They didn't even make much on the records, but they go around and tour and make a killing. They want some of the touring money now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what those boys do in all spirits.
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.